Hi. Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a long time, I know, probably about a month. And have I already filmed this and am I refilming it? Yeah, I am. I don't know how to properly control my breathing and I sound like a wildebeest breathing into the mic and it's not cool or cute at all. But I'm feeling incredibly winded today. My heart is not cooperating with me, so like it's really hard for me to breathe today. So there's gonna be a lot of jump cuts. I apologize, but Sunday mornings are the only time I have to film now, so I gotta get it done. But as you can see, there's some changes. I have a bookshelf now. I'm back home in Vegas, and I'm so glad to be back home. Now, I don't usually only have 2 shelves. I used to have 3, but I did like a big ol' unhaul. I got rid of 200 books, so now I'm stuck with this little tiny shelf, and then this big one, which goes all the way up there. Yeah, so this is probably gonna be my new filming area. Well, definitely gonna be my new filming area forever, I guess. As I said, I can't breathe very well, so I'm going to try to get this over with very fast. Now, as you can tell by the thumbnail of this book, what you can tell from the thumbnail of the video, this is going to be a review of A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, which I probably said wrong. Not surprising. I recently finished this about 4 days ago. Yeah, 4 days. I read it at 5 stars. I've read it in about 5 hours. I completely binged the whole thing when I got home from work, and I'm going to put it up here because I'm just going to keep doing this. But yeah, binge read the whole thing, completely loved it, was very shocked that I loved it because I received a digital arc of it, like when arcs first came out for this book. And I didn't like it in the slightest, just no, it wasn't for me. And the only reason I wanted to give it another chance was because I got it for free. And I've been wanting to buy it just because the cover alone is so gorgeous. But I'm also on a very strict book buying ban. Like, I'm telling myself just not to buy any books because I don't need to. I have tons of books on my shelves that I need to read, or I can just get them from the library. I need to stop spending money on books and start saving for college. Yeah, I got this through trade. I traded an ARC and got this. Which, the only reason I got it was because my friend Mika, hello, you're probably not even watching this, but what's up? This is her brand now, apparently, so I wanted to read it because she freaking loves it. So I had to see what all the hype was about, and then my friend Mayana also loved it. We actually read it the same day. She actually finished about 30 minutes before I did. But anyways, Curse of Dark and Lonely, really good. This is going to be spoiler-free. Just gonna talk about the plot for a little bit, the main characters, what I loved, and the whole ACOTAR thing that's going on with this book. Let's get into it. So, for those of you who do not know, A Curse So Dark and Lonely is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite stories of all time. There is only one retelling that I just freaking despised, and that was Cruel Beauty by Rosamund. I don't even know her name. I'm not even gonna try to say her name. But anyways, so the beast of this book, Ren, he is a prince of this world called Emberfall, and he is cursed by an enchantress by the name of Lilith. Now, this is what I really liked about this, is that it wasn't like a whole time span of which he's been cursed. It's actually changes every season. So every season that occurs, he turns into the beast and ends up killing people because no one will fall in love with him. I don't really blame them. He is not the nicest person in this book in the slightest. He has a lot of attitude issues he needs to work out and just people skills he needs to work out. But I mean, really, you can't be upset with him because he's pretty much killed his whole kingdom because of this beast he turns into. So he's kind of had a rough life, I guess. But yeah, he's not the nicest person. I didn't really care for him in the beginning of the book, but I really started to love him near the end. Really, that's all you need to know about Ren. He's the prince, he's the beast. The only other character that is in his world that is with him his name is Gray. He's like the first commander of the army thing that is no longer around because Ren killed everyone. So in Emberfall, really all there is Gray and Ren. Now on to the beauty, because I can't speak English today. Now, Harper is the beauty of this story. She lives in our world. She lives in DC, well, USA, which is still our world. What am I thinking? She lives in DC. Now, she is out trying to help her brother do something. Her brother is like really involved in this like drug gang selling thing, I'm guessing. I can't really remember. And she sees this girl being beaten up and taken captive. And she tries to go save her, which in turn ends up meaning that she gets captured and taken to Emberfall instead of the other girl. And so what I didn't explain earlier is that Gray, the first commander, can world swap for about an hour every season, and to find a new girl to hopefully eventually fall in love with Ren. And Harper was not the main girl that was getting picked. She just so happened to get picked because she thought she was going to help this other girl who was getting captured. That's really what kicks off the story. Harper gets taken, kidnapped to Emberfall, meets Ren, meets Gray, and then she's thrust into this whole world of magicalness that she didn't know existed. Really it for the plot. Oh, before I forget, which I should not have forgotten, this is a big thing. Harper has cerebral palsy, which I can never seem to pronounce that correctly, so that's just all I'm gonna say. Obviously can't speak for the representation as I do not have cerebral palsy, but everyone who I've seen on Twitter completely loved it. People who obviously, you know, have cerebral palsy and read the book because of that, they love the representation. I haven't seen anything bad on that point yet. So go A Curse So Dark and Lonely, because you've been out for like about a month now and no one has said anything bad about you. So, well, I mean, bad about you on the rep. So that's good, that's good. Yeah, that's really it. The whole ACOTAR thing, which I was in this part 2. A lot of people are comparing A Curse So Dark and Lonely to ACOTAR, which I don't really understand. In the beginning, I was kind of, when I first read the arc, the first 10% of the arc, I was like, okay, yeah, I totally see this as like ACOTAR. Why is this so like ACOTAR? But it's not, Solomon. You should have read the whole book because it's nothing like ACOTAR in the slightest. There's not even Fairy. Like, what? I don't think a lot of people in their minds remember that Beauty and the Beast retellings are a thing, and if you're gonna clump them together to just be like ACOTAR, then just call it an ACOTAR retelling. But really, it's not even ACOTAR retelling because ACOTAR is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. But yeah, that really bugs me sometimes because they're not the same in the slightest. And I keep looking at the book because it's really pretty. But yeah, so if you're gonna go into this and you don't want to because you think it's like ACOTAR, it's really not. They don't have similar plot lines in the slightest. Even the characters aren't even the same. Like Feyre, Harper, like, yeah. Tamlin, which you're not even gonna see him down here. Ren, who is all the way up here. So yeah, that's how it seems for me. And then, so do I recommend this book? I don't know. For me, I really loved it. I thought it was really good. I binged read it, as I said, in like 4 or 5 hours after work. It doesn't bring anything new to fantasy. There's nothing, anything that's hard to wrap your mind around. It's just a typical fantasy world. There's magic, there's a kingdom. That's what you're getting. That really is all for Curse So Dark and Lonely. It is a gorgeous book. I will say that. These are the tabs that I did, if it will focus on them. I really only tab my favorite quotes, so that's what these are. I live for this blue and purple dark section. What I don't live for is the fact that her name is in pink. Whose idea was it to put Bridget's name in pink? I don't know. But it's also like that, on the blurb, like it's pink right there. Don't like that at all. If you're looking for a really, really good engaging book, a book that just like throws you into the storyline and is really hard to stop reading, I definitely recommend this. Amazing, 5 stars, love it. My second, oh my god, see, this is why I can't hold books, because I do this. It is my second 5-star of February, and probably gonna be my last 5-star of February, because I'm probably not gonna read another book this month. That is all. I hope you guys had a really, really, really good reading month. My breathing is getting worse, so I'm gonna cut this off here. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching, and for now, guys, adios.